Night's black shadow has descended over the city. A long-distance bus crosses the city limits and slowly disappears into the thick fog of the distant suburbs. Inside the bus, among a few passengers, is Ethan. After a long struggle, he has finally gotten a job. On this day of happiness, he is talking on the phone with his only close friend, Daniel, sharing everything.
Did you get the scholarship or not?
No, man, it didn't work out. Someone else got it. My tuition fees are pending. It's been almost 3 months. I couldn't pay. Mom is sick at home. I don't know what to do anymore. So, helplessly, I took that petrol pump job. You understand? I'll be in college in the morning and here at night. I guess it'll somehow work.
Which petrol pump?
The one on Bombay Road.
Hey, I told you not to go there. That place isn't good at all, and it's very far from the city.
I understand everything, but look at my situation. I have to do this job.
All right. If anything goes wrong, call me. I'll be awake all night. I'm working on a project.
Thank you, man.
The bus drops Ethan at an empty bus stand and drives away. Right across the bus stand is the petrol pump. As Ethan starts walking toward it, his phone rings.
Hello, son. Have you reached the pump?
Yes, sir. I've reached.
You have the keys, right?
Yes, sir. I have them.
Unlock it and go inside. On the front left side, there's a drawer. Inside it, there's a diary. Open it and read it. Some rules and regulations are written there.
Okay, sir.
I'm switching off my phone. So whatever is written in that rule book, follow exactly that. You'll remember, right? Not a single rule should be forgotten.
Okay, sir.
Then that's it. Good luck, son. Good night.
Ethan reaches the pump, takes the key out of his pocket, unlocks the door, and enters the office. He pulls open the drawer on the left side. Inside is an old red notebook. Just by looking at it, it's clear that it's very old. Ethan opens it and sees that many rules are written inside. Do not try to ask any customer about their destination. Just fill the tank and take the money. That's it. Why? Never ask why. Just follow it. If any vehicle comes with its headlights turned off, even in complete darkness, do not ask them to turn the lights on. Just fill the fuel. If someone gives money that is impossibly cold, put that money in the old cash box, not in the new one. Ethan looks around the office. On the table, beside a new box, there is an old rusted tin box. After 3 a.m., close all doors and windows and sit inside. Do not open any door or window for anything. Do not even look outside through the window. Cover the windows with curtains. If after 3 a.m. you hear the sound of a car horn outside, understand that you have broken a rule. You have made a very big mistake. There will be no way left for you to survive. After reading the last rule, the notebook slips from Ethan's hand. He quickly puts it back in the drawer, but the rules keep spinning in his mind. An unknown curiosity and fear slowly begin to grip him. He can't think of anything else and calls his friend again.
Hello, Daniel. Can you hear me?
Yes, Ethan, I'm listening.
Man, there are such strange rules written here. The boss said to follow all the rules and switched off his phone. What do these rules even mean? I don't understand anything.
What kind of rules?
Ethan explains all the rules one by one.
I think I'm starting to understand a little. That's why I was telling you not to work at that pump.
What did you understand?
Man, strange things have been happening on Bombay Road at night these days. No one uses that road anymore.
Strange things? I don't understand.
Ghostly things. I think these rules are meant for situations like that.
So you mean ghostly things happen here too?
I'm not saying they definitely happen here, but they could. Wait and watch what happens.
Yeah, I am waiting. But I don't know for what or for whom.
Suddenly, the neon lights outside the pump flicker violently twice. The neon lights outside keep flickering again and again. From inside the office, through the glass window, Ethan watches. The light flickers so abnormally that he feels it might break. As Ethan tries to step outside to see clearly, a black Alto car emerges from the darkness. Its headlights are off. The car stops in front of the petrol pump. Ethan steps out and walks toward the pump. The rules spin in his head. His heart pounds loudly.
Fill the tank.
Hearing that voice sends a shiver down Ethan's spine. All the windows of the car are closed. There's no light inside either, so it's impossible to tell who is speaking. Without saying anything, Ethan silently starts filling fuel.
Where does this road lead?
And Ethan immediately remembers the rule.
All roads lead somewhere, sir. But some roads never end.
Ethan can't understand what that means.
It's 500, sir.
As soon as Ethan finishes speaking, the car window rolls down. From the deep darkness inside the car, a hand comes out. The hand is holding currency notes, but it is not a human hand. It's skeletal, a cluster of pale white bones. Ethan starts trembling in fear. He doesn't know what to do. He begins breathing heavily. Sweat covers his entire body. Trembling, Ethan takes the notes. They are colder than ice. The window closes. The car drives away. Ethan runs inside the office and puts the money into the old tin box. He gulps down a lot of water from a bottle. Then he runs to the bathroom and vomits heavily. After washing his face and eyes, he looks at the mirror. Beside the mirror, on a shelf, lies an old newspaper. Ethan picks it up. The newspaper is from 1998. On the front page is a picture of an accident. At 3 a.m., a bus overturned on Bombay Road. 4 cars crashed into it. 8 vehicles overturned. All passengers died. It was a horrific accident, no doubt. But why is this newspaper kept here? No one would just leave such an old newspaper lying around. He calls Daniel.
See? I told you not to go there. Now look where you're stuck. What do you think will happen now? There's no way out of that place.
You know my situation. Now tell me, what does this newspaper mean?
It's clear that the people who died that day haven't left yet. What happens after 3 a.m., we'll know then. Wait.
Okay, I'll call you. Stay awake.
I'm awake.
He locks the door tightly and checks it properly. He closes the window, pulls the curtain, and sits on a chair holding the newspaper. He reads the same news again and again. He keeps looking at the clock, waiting for 3 a.m. He sweats and breathes heavily. Suddenly, he sees it's already 3 a.m. Nothing happens. He exhales in relief and stands up. Suddenly, the room light flickers violently. The light shakes intensely, then bursts and goes out. Total darkness surrounds Ethan. He stands frozen. His hands and legs tremble again. He hears many vehicles. Cars enter the petrol pump one by one. Then he hears many people talking. It sounds like a large crowd chatting outside. Ethan finds this strange. How did so many people come here at this hour? Should he take a look? But the rules say not to. But what if they take fuel and leave without paying? He stands in the darkness, listening for a long time. Slowly, he walks toward the window and slightly moves the curtain. The moment he looks outside, he realizes he has made a huge mistake. The petrol pump is completely dark. In the middle stand shadow-like human figures. They can only be called black shadows. They have no bodies, only their eyes glow like green radium. Ethan trembles in fear. His legs freeze. He cannot move. The shadows talk among themselves, ignoring Ethan's presence. Suddenly, the black Alto car arrives again. Its headlights are still off. As soon as it arrives, it blasts the horn loudly. Ethan's heart shakes. The horn keeps blaring non-stop. As the horn sounds, all the shadow figures turn toward Ethan. They float towards the office. Ethan panics and presses his back against the opposite wall. The horn stops. He feels slight relief. The next moment, violent banging starts on the office door. The entire office shakes. The banging grows louder and louder. Ethan feels the door will break. Terrified, he takes out his phone. Daniel has already called him twice. He calls back immediately.
Hello, Daniel.
Fill the tank.
It's the same hissing voice he heard before. The same voice keeps repeating.
Fill the tank. Fill the tank. Fill the tank.
The door keeps getting slammed. Everything goes dark before Ethan's eyes. He faints. Light falls on Ethan's face. He wakes. The office is completely destroyed. Outside, everything is empty, as if nothing happened. Where the black car stood, he finds a car key. He returns inside and puts it in the drawer. Just then, William Henry enters.
Congratulations, son. Not many survived their first night. You did?
What does all this mean, sir? You didn't tell me any of this when you hired me.
If I had, would you have taken the job? I won't stop you if you don't want to continue. But if you come back, I'll double your salary. I just want to know why these rules exist. They're written to protect you. When a person dies, especially an unnatural death, they don't realize they're dead. Their life gets stuck in that single moment. They relive it every day. This petrol pump was their last stop. Everyone who died in that accident returns here every night. They fill fuel and leave on their never-ending journey. The rules exist so you don't remind them that their journey ended. That's why you must not ask their destination.
And the separate cash box?
Didn't you notice the money is old and no longer valid? Open the box.
He opens it. All the notes are old. He shows the key.
What does this mean?
Did you look through the window?
Yes, by mistake.
Oh my God. You don't know how big a trouble you escaped. You reminded them they weren't alive. But your luck was good. At least one of them didn't get angry. One of them accepted their death. That's why you survived. The key is proof. His journey ended.
Sorry, man, I fell asleep. Did anything happen last night? And Did you go back again today?
Yes.
Are you crazy? After everything?
Some waits never end. I still have to wait.